Collective, welcome back. Welcome to 707 Light Sage Tarot. Hope you're doing well today. We're sounding the alarm, ringing the bells, awakening the spirit of divine truth. But really and truly, when you think about it, truth never sleeps, right? It's whether or not we want to hear and hearken to divine wisdom. So, greetings. Greetings. So, we're going to do a message, and it could be continuation of a video that I will post sometime this weekend, if not later on today. So at the time of you watching this, it would have already been posted. It's pretty deep, to be honest. Again, we are in the moon energy, full moon that is, and so when that happens, I notice that the messages can look a lot more at the shadow aspects of things, just the darker side, the negative attributes, or the areas of weaknesses that needs clearing, or blockages, or things of that nature. So that's what we did. We did a deep dive, truly, and it's a beautiful message because it's very healing, targeting. Could have been a divine masculine attempting to offer some type of service to the collective. However, they are still needing to heal their divine feminine. Take it how it resonates, because it could have been a divine feminine that was having a hard time being receptive and healing those aspects of oneself that tends to trip us up, on our journey. So, happy Valentine's for those who celebrate Valentine's. At the time of recording this, it is February 14th. This is a timeless message, however, so whenever you see it, that is when it is meant for you to see it. Remember, collective, only take what resonates. Every message that you get, the totality of it is not necessarily for you. However, there could be jewels and nuggets of wisdom that you can extract from each message if you're paying close attention and you are open and receptive to receive those guidances. Ashe. All right. Let's get on with it. Why don't we? Ashe, Holy Spirit, Divine Guide, I do thank you. And I allow for truth to be seen at this time. Thank you. Okay, we're going to pull from the Sacred Geometry deck and see what comes out. Wow, we have 4. Let's just look and we'll put them back, okay? Because that's quite a bit to start. We're just going to look at the 4. Throat chakra and healing is the first thing that jumps out clearly, okay? So this could be someone that is trying to, again, communicate something. It's something about the communication. Maybe you're finding blockages with the communication. Maybe you need to speak with more authority, right? Like put some bass in your throat chakra for those who are on a platform or you're considered an influencer. Make sure also that you're using your power and your authority to influence in an aspect that is going to be edifying and uplifting the collective. All right. So there's something that is healing. And then the Merkaba speaks about being able to connect to literally like all aspects of oneself and existence, to extract. I think I used that word already. So something about extracting something, extracting information, connecting with the truths or the wisdom that are available. They're already inlaid within us, but it's the ability to learn ways of transcending what we know so that we can ascend, so that we can awaken to the vastness of who we are. There was a video I was watching that speaks about the percentages of the brain that is actually functional, that we actually tap into and use, which is a small percentage of its capacity in totality. So think about it. If we are creating spacecrafts and whatever else we don't know about that is being created, it's only a small percentage that we're using. Can you think about if we're able to connect to all of who we are? Who and what would we be? Scary thought, but it's an interesting concept nonetheless. But the point is when you're able to shed the limitations of that knowing that you've been brought up in, and you tap into the ethers, so to speak, you can expand your experience in a very beautiful way. Very beautiful way. Now, the Merkaba does say it supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our access to our inheritance, Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality of our experiences into our present to serve our highest purpose. Now, I'm still learning about the Akashic records, okay? The idea is, if you think about water, which stores memory, that's the sense of the Akashic bank, okay? So within the body of water, because water is everywhere, in the air that we breathe, okay, in the earth above, the firmament, and the firmaments below. So water is essentially the bank that can store or house the memories that we experience, or that every created being that has walked the face of this earth, and not even just this face, but just different time periods, right? From generations past, ancient civilizations, and the like, and even beyond, right? It could even speak about ancient civilizations from different zones or dimensions, okay, where there is a memory, like a carbon footprint of what took place, what transpired, what information is there or was learned, or what was cultivated, things of that nature. So we have the ability to draw from this space. When you go to the body of water, you can take a cup and you can gather. So it's a sense of gathering information, gathering what you need, gathering the resources or the tools that are necessary for your current existence, so that you can be more successful, that you can understand, your potential a lot clearer. All right, so that's my current understanding of the Akashic records, okay? Or this inheritance that we have. So it could be your hidden potentials, basically. Like, there's so many gifts and talents that we are birthed with. And remember, if we're just talking about using a small percentage of the brain, okay, the capacity, that makes sense, because if we tap into the fullness of our potential, really and truly, what and who would we be? And I'll add, where would we be? Even our perception of the now, that would probably be different, especially if you're able to transcend or traverse various dimensions. Okay, this is getting a little deeper than anticipated. So let me pull these back because sometimes the messages that comes forward, they're I would say more so on the technical or scientific side, which my background is not necessarily, science-based in that regard. Okay. So this is new information for me too. So as you're learning, I am learning, believe it or not. Okay. So the message yesterday, day before last, it spoke about someone who is accessing knowledge, accessing information, but then the question was posed, to what end? Why do you seek the higher knowledge? What do you do with that information? If it is not being used for the edifying or the upliftment of your soul and others, then why are you getting that information? Why do you have a desire to know? So even as you're watching this video, what is your intentions? There's an intention and there's a purpose to everything. So perhaps bring more awareness to your intentions, is the message for some, and be more cognizant of how you use the information that you gather. Do you use it for light and positive dealings, or do you use it on the other extreme or the other polarity as far as for the dark side? I'm thinking about Darth Vader. Darth Vader. Now that movie, that series rather, it's interesting in that you could probably watch that a million times and there's still aspects of it that you can probably pick up on that you may have never seen before. And I've watched it, I'd say maybe 1, 2, or 3 times, but not in its like from one all the way, right? I haven't done that. Because at one point it becomes exhausting because it's so much information. It's so much that's happening. It's so many different civilizations that there's so many moving parts. There's so many components that are being showcased in this series, and it can literally blow your mind if you really tune in. So someone may watch that when they are under the influence of THC, perhaps is what I just got, where it opens up your understanding, it heightens your visual perception more so when you're under the influence, and someone enjoys that, watching these type of genre of movies or shows when they are high. Okay. All right. Okay. That was a side note to let you know this message is for you, my love. Don't forget to comment or like if it is, and subscribe. Okay. Thank you. There's the one that we needed. All right. Perfect. Bottom of the deck. Prosperity. I love seeing prosperity. It makes me happy to think about prosperity, and why wouldn't it? Like, yeah. So dynamic. The first thing I get just from the name is the different relationships, okay? The different interactions, different aspects of things, like maybe two sides of the coin or two sides of the story, or there's something that's happening that is one and then there's another, okay? So this one says it supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. Let's stop there because we were just talking about the Akashic realm, or the idea of being able to connect or traverse different dimensions. Okay, the dimensions can simply be like, if you water it down to just realities, right? So different realities, we can still water that down and just bring it to like conscious awareness, right? So it's talking about like the spiritual aspect of things and then the physical aspect of things, if you just want to be base level. So being able to work with spirit and what you do in the earth, okay? It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new. So again, we're learning a new concept right now as far as the Akashic Records, for those who are unfamiliar with that. I don't have any like hardcore ancient texts or books that I resort to, or access to any type of a library that is otherworldly other than the community library up the block. So this is a sense of being able to connect to perhaps these otherworldly houses or libraries where information is stored and you can extract or retrieve what is needed so that you can better connect the dots for your experience. So this is what this is talking about. It's confirming what we actually just kind of previewed just now with the 4 cards that came out. So it's talking about something familiar and something completely new where it's not difficult. We talked about the percentage of the brain, and it can be hard to learn a new concept. With this shift or with this new awareness, it's a sense of having ease and great joy, is what it's saying literally on the card, when you can put things together and it's like just seamlessly. It's like biting into a ripe fruit that is perfectly sweetened and just has the right amount of juiciness to it. The texture is, it's just, you want to just kiss your lips and just like, this is so divine. So I'm feeling a sense of fulfillment and enjoyment in being able to complete something or put something together. Okay. 23. I believe we saw the 2, 3 in the other cards that were laid out. I don't know which card had it. It could have been the one to the far right. Okay. So there's dynamic. Where do we go from here? All right. All right. What is this talking about in layman's term? For the viewers in the back, what's happening? What's happening? Okay. I'm going to pull a few and let's see if any more comes out at this time. Okay, that's quite a bit. And one more. All right. We'll work with these and see what happens, okay? Look at the card, the world. Okay. Your universe, literally your universe. This is talking about your universe. This is talking about what you're experiencing. This is talking about perhaps your level of growth even, right? Because the world card represents the beginning of something new, right? You stepping into a brand new sense of being, a brand new sense of knowing. And look at this person as literally, they're happy, they're smiling. And that's what I was feeling like, wow, this is, I'm glad I figured this out. This is amazing. It could have took some time. And there is the Merkaba symbol. Again, where one world you may have conquered a certain level of, let's say, if you were fearful to just step out and do something and you were able to do something major in your life. So this is like a major accomplishment. This is a major feat, right? This is accessing a new level or a new dimension of joy because you completed whatever you needed to complete, right? And justice is already here. So the message seems to be clear. We'll see how everything unfolds here. Okay, this is how we're going to lay them out. Guided by Divine Source. Thank you. All right, I'm being guided to start from the right, my right. Okay. So this card speaks about a sense of excitement, right? In a pursuit, right? And someone could have been very like committed to do something, to pursue something, to go after something. Um, Again, this symbol is similar, right? But that looks like the sign of the pentacle. So that would talk about, again, something in your material and your physical world, okay? It could be like an idea that is stuck in your head, right? That you can't get out of your head. Like someone may have an idea, a thought, right? With the Eight of Swords right underneath, that they're finding a hard time to like get out of. It may be keeping them from something, or may have kept them from seeing things differently, from freeing themselves. Okay, so this is a free spirit. This person got a string tied to their fingers, and it's like listening to something or someone that maybe is not giving them the best advice or the best guidance. This definitely could be this emperor. Okay, I'm just looking at the sinks of this horn, whatever, and that's a tattoo that they have on, similar tattoo, right? Like the ram's head or the ram's skull. So someone could be an Aries, okay, fire sign, okay, very passionate, very driven, very focused, right? Very determined energy. The pursuit or just the idea could surround money, or again, something in the material sense. Some, I'm getting a flower. Okay, so the significance of a flower would be something that they want to grow, right? Something that maybe is considered delicate, right? So this could be representative of your capacity to open up your heart, okay? If you think about it, what you desire is vocalized, from your throat chakra. So someone may want to heal some aspects of the things that they pursue in life, like your desires, right? Desires, okay? Ace of Cups, gifts, things that are emotionally fulfilling, okay? These are two aces, though, so these are two gifts. These are two opportunities. One could be tied directly to the next, okay? All right. We're definitely going to have to get some more cards to clarify. Okay, we'll come back to that. So, Three of Wands to the far left. Someone is clearly waiting on something, waiting on an opportunity, waiting on a situation. And this person looks like they're sitting down waiting also. Like if you put these two cards together, right? Waiting for the next move with the chess piece, right? Or determining the next move, right? Because that can be planning. It can also be travel. So Three of Wands, right? So maybe someone is going to be moving. Looking at the bottom level here. So it's interesting because usually right away you can pick up on something, right? There's some type of blockage here for someone. Ace of Swords, clearly with the Devil. I don't know if It's your, maybe it is your perception about something. Something about your understanding, your inner knowing or insight, how you're seeing a situation, how you are approaching a situation. This is how you're approaching a situation also, right? Bring clarity, Father. Remove that blockage and help us to see the picture clearer. So something was difficult, okay? It was difficult for someone to get out of the idea of something. I don't know what the something is. But they got out, okay? Clearly they got out of something. Which is great, right? Because we see justice here. So they got out of something, right? So we have that part of the message. What's next? Okay, I'm just being guided here. Okay, so this is balance, the justice card, okay? Whatever they finished, whatever they completed, you know, job well done, okay? Kudos. So then what's the area? What does the collective need to know at this time? Because clearly there's something that is hidden, that there's something that is still uncertain. It's still under the radar. You may not be seeing something else that you need to see. So something about having a new attitude, feeling good about it. You may not know where you're going. You may not know what to do when you get where you're going, but you at least know that you need to go. There's a transitioning happening for someone. And this is bringing a sense of new energy and a sense of excitement. All right. A sense of excitement that's coming in. The moon could represent the unknown or the uncertainty of this. So there's a shift taking place in a dynamic. And it's going to bridge together something new and something old, right? The old meaning the familiar. The purpose of this is there's balance that's needed. I'm looking at the white and black. What are these? Wolves. Wolves could be significant to you as far as a spirit animal that, you may see images of wolves. This could be someone who lives in the mountains, in the mountainous regions. Where's that? Colorado, Montana. Maybe a cooler climate. Not necessarily. That's just for some, okay? And if that's the case, that would make sense where, you have a familiarity with the land, okay? This is someone that may like to hike or just be in nature, so to speak, but not just for thrills. It's like maybe you work in that area or you're like timber. I'm thinking about trees and cutting down trees and doing things, with the landscape, doing things where you have to elevate. So something about the mountain, like a high-end elevation. Just syncs, guys. So the moon is here. It's a full moon at that, and that's the energy that we're in at this time, right? And so the full moon typically helps you to see things a lot clearer that perhaps once was hidden or buried, or you couldn't see, you didn't understand, you didn't know. That's the uncertainty. So someone is definitely comfortable in sitting in an energy. Like you don't want to move, you don't want to leave something. It's like, okay, this feels like home. And starting something new, yeah, you have that desire. However, there's a certain level of comfort as well with where you're at, right? Where maybe you don't want to leave something necessarily, but you're choosing to, right? It's almost like you have to, you're choosing to leave or to move, but you're comfortable. So maybe there's some things that you need to do in preparation for this move that you haven't put into place yet. And that could be for a reason. Maybe there's something that's going on in a dynamic that may be hindering your ability to make that move as fast as perhaps you would like to make it. Something about settling down and being comfortable where you settle. Someone may not have wanted to settle down. Maybe they were used to moving a lot. Knight of Wands. Someone could be very playful. But again, it goes back to an idea. There's an idea that you have that is making you feel as though you're trapped or that you can't do something. I'm seeing this reflection in the mirror and how you're seeing yourself. So it could be how you're viewing yourself as not having options, of not having a clear direction, knowing that you have to move but not having a clear direction, waiting perhaps for something to happen outside of you, perhaps, to give you an idea. So clearly you want more, right? You want more. You desire more, both materially and emotionally, okay? There's more to be had or more to be experienced or better, right? With the Hangman, it appears that you have either freed yourself from something or you're receiving some guidance, receiving some messages, something that you were waiting on is helping you to unravel some type of puzzle. There's something that's puzzling you. Can we clarify that specifically? What's puzzling the collective? Thank you. Your purpose, your faith. Something is puzzling you. The first thing I thought is just the idea of the divine creation, right? Breath. This is the wheel of fortune is here. It says Lord of the forces of life, okay? So situations may have happened in your life that cause you to question, like, why me? Why, right? So it could be you're questioning either your worth or your purpose or your path. Why are you chosen for something? Or maybe someone else is questioning your purpose, your path. Why are you chosen for something? Okay. We'll get one more on what's puzzling. King of Pentacles. Okay. So someone is used to having a lot of possessions. Someone is used to having the best of all things. Someone is used to this. This is maybe this is you. And maybe this is what someone is questioning. It's puzzling them. Like, why is it that you have the best outcomes usually? Right? Why is it that justice is always working out for you? Now notice justice is already out here, and it's a second deck. Look at the black and the white. So that's just giving us a confirmation. This is talking about daughter of the Lord of truth. And this is the moon, which the moon typically speaks about something that's uncertain, like you don't fully understand, you don't fully know, something could be hidden. But then justice is like bringing forth the truth in a situation for someone. And the sun. Well then, okay. So we're the breadcrumbs, right? So we're on the right path. We're getting the clarity that we need. Okay. There's some type of revelation that's coming through. So the understanding or insight is being heightened. It's a sense of rebirth, renewal, birthing something new. Okay. This is some type of new expression. This essentially, this is life. Like, this is life. Life. Life and death. Okay, so if you're contrasting the sun and the moon, the sun is the lighter aspect, the moon is the darker aspect. Life and death, right? The moon speaks about the cycles, right? And it speaks about the shadow side. So someone could definitely be going through a cycle of like shedding something old. I remember saying that. Or learning how to show up differently in a situation. Remember I said someone completed something and they're stepping into a new sense of being, a new world essentially. Wheel of Fortune with the King of Pentacles. This is solid, 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 right? This is establishing something. It's almost like you have been chosen to receive something, right? Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. You've been chosen, like you're being established, Emperor energy. This could be you could be questioning this. Three of Swords, Lord of Sorrow. Someone may not feel as though you deserve something. Is there another energy here that is questioning? Because this is your path, right? This is something new that you're starting. If I had to say, yes, there's another energy, I would take this and say, yes. Okay, there we go. Because there's the Three of Cups. This is someone maybe in your communities questioning something. Questioning something that you're trying to do, something that you're starting. They could be younger than you, Page of Wands. They could be a fire sign. Someone that you may be close to. And I'll just show you the Tower, right? Tower is talking about changing up something. So you may have changed how you connect or relate to other people. And let's clarify someone. Is there another energy that's around the collective that is seeing something? Ace of Wands. Clearly Ace is a yes, right? Ace of Wands. We have three aces out here. There's something that you're starting. Someone is in alignment to receive something. It's going to definitely shift your experience with this dynamic card here. Probably because you're working more so with the divine, with the Wheel of Fortune that came out. I didn't... yo. Okay, that's a yes. I don't know if you've conquered some demons or slayed some dragons. I don't know, but Wheel of Fortune is coming out again saying, yes, something is on your side, or you are slated for some type of favorable outcome. Favorable opportunities are presenting or showing up in your path. You did something. Or maybe you inherited something. Maybe that's why we have the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Pentacles. It could be you have been chosen to inherit something. All right. Clearly, six of... So you've been chosen. Okay, yeah. Okay, the card is like, come on, stuck, right? So Six of Pentacles is out here. As I said, you've been chosen to inherit. So this is receiving something. This is some type of, let's say, the creative energy of manifestation, right? That maybe you put something out to the universe. This is you getting it back. So you put out positivity. It shows up in a different way, right? In the tangible sense, right? In the material sense. And whatever you receive, whatever you get back, it's very fulfilling. Ace of Cups, right? It's a delight for you. It's enjoyment, right? Okay. King of Cups. That could be you. That could be your energy. So think about it. If you give out in a very balanced way, then you receive, right? So if you are a King of Cups, you're going to be receiving something that you're going to love. Six of Cups, right? You're going to love something. So you could have been working on balancing out your heart chakra. The energy that you sit in is one that is very stable. It's solid. So you've definitely matured in an area in your life that it's noticeable. Clearly, it's noticeable in the sense that you're receiving something now, and others may be seeing you receive something. If you were dealing with someone from the past, they are they are seeing that you're receiving something. Okay. I'm looking at the moon. I want to clarify the moon. Knight of Swords came out. Okay. There's definitely something that is shifting for you. And the shifting could be taking place here. I think it's something you were afraid of, something that you were unwilling to maybe face or look at. You're looking at it now. You're ready to face it now, right? You've gained some control in a situation where you're ready to take charge in a situation, in a dynamic that perhaps you did not take charge in before, okay? You've released some things, right? You've taken the swords out of your back if you had experienced anything negative in the past. And this is probably what was maybe, if you were held back with this Hangman energy, Eight of Swords energy, Devil energy, it's because there was something perhaps you still needed to heal that it looks like you've healed, okay? Ten of Swords. Moon, right? Nine of Pentacles. You've found a way to get out of something that may have kept you stagnant. To be honest, I try not to because those storylines. All right, I'm saying things without you seeing the cards, and sometimes you just have to go with the message and trust the message. If it resonates, it does. If it doesn't, it's not for you. You don't need the cards for you to say or receive a message. It is just to help confirm the message. So as I'm saying the Ten of Swords, I'm thinking that someone is already healed from something. I forgot the Three of Swords was out here, right? You probably saw it on the side, but definitely there was something in the past that someone experienced, right? That brought some sorrow where it was enjoyable and then it wasn't anymore, okay? This could have been you, the Emperor, whoever this Emperor energy is. Again, Aries energy is coming out. This could also be a Gemini, okay? This could be an air sign as well. Ten of Swords. Three of Swords, right? That's air. Libra energy as well. So someone could have felt confined to a situation in their past, and something was very painful for them, right? Very painful. There was a separation of something, or you have to separate from someone from the past, right? Possibly a Scorpio. Separating from someone, right, from the past, and having to take the charge or take the lead in a situation that maybe you were afraid of doing this, okay? So if you were still questioning, there's a confirmation that someone has recovered or healed, right? The strength. Three of Swords again. That's overcoming that. Okay. So we got that. We got that. So someone had a hard time letting go, clearly, right? We saw the Eight of Swords, double energy already. Hard time letting go of something from the past, right? And you know, we've all been there to a certain extent, and it's never easy, right? Trying to juggle those things, those emotions, right? It's never easy, but it looks like you successfully were able to set some boundaries in a dynamic, in a situation, okay? That you're not giving too much thought to now, right? You may have closed your heart off to this situation. Okay. So that was the moon energy we were clarifying, okay? That could be something that's hidden. That could be what someone was working through as far as the mental, the subconscious areas. That's possibly where someone was doubting whether or not you actually did this, clean up, you know, the closet, or clean up some areas in your life that was a challenge for you. So you have the answer. If someone was asking, are they done with this? Are they finished with that? Yes, they are. They've closed out that chapter. They've closed out that cycle successfully. Libra, Justice card. Okay, and the World. Something is finished. Something is finished and there's no more looking back. I'll show you why I say that. Someone probably did a cleanse or a cord cutting. Notice the cords, right? Keeping someone stuck, confined. Okay. Someone did a cord cutting, or this is them going in the water to cleanse something out of their psyche, out of their memory, or to bury something, right? To release something, right? This could be happening now, actually, during this full moon energy. But this person is facing their horizon. They're looking outward, right? And we're looking at their back. This person is also looking towards what's in front of them, and we're looking at their back. So here's the ending. I'm switching them around, and there's them approaching their beginning. And now we see the face right forward. They're stepping into something new now because they've balanced out these heavier aspects of whatever this was in this dynamic, in this situation. Okay. Clearly, the cards are speaking without me shuffling, because here's again the confirmation of something being balanced. Hold on. The light and the dark. the sun that came out and the moon. Okay. So the sun is the masculine, represents the masculine energy, the manifestation of something. It's how you show up. It's the presentation. It's the appearance. It's what goes first, or it's what's more pronounced. Maybe what you lead with, right? It could be the ego. Okay, if someone is having an ego death, clearly with this moon here, right? In like submission, or someone is submerged in something. Okay, and they're learning, if you look at these cards, they're learning how to balance those energies. So this is the feminine energy, this is the masculine, male, female, the dominant action oriented side of that, let's say the brain, and the more receptive, creative parts of oneself, merging. Okay, someone has some guidance. Someone received guidance as they were doing this or going through this healing process. Something may have taken some time with the temperance out here. Someone was healing, balancing something out, working on clearing their thoughts, clearing their thoughts, clearing their mind, freeing themselves from whatever they felt bound in. Eight of Swords again. We already saw that. Could be an earth sign, could be a water sign, Taurus, Aries, Scorpio energy.